So I've said it many times here on this show, I'll say it one more time, probably more than once. Everything is cuter in mini form. Isn't that true? Well, if it is true, one fall hair trend is as cute as they come. In today's Style File, the looks that can easily take you from runway to red carpet to girl next door, micro braids are having a major moment. Studio 5 style and beauty contributor Megan Moore loves them. You're rocking the micro braid.
I am. I've got a couple going on up here.
So title is, as title does, just teeny braids?
Yeah, so, you know, we've been seeing the big, huge, chunky braids, right, that take all the hair and that are very big. And, you know, this is just like a tiny little accent. So your regular hairstyle, but then you're adding in a little micro braid. And I like to do it kind of in unexpected places where people wouldn't see it from a distance, but then up close, you're like, oh yeah, that's really cool. Just some fun texture.
Where the braid says boo in a very subtle way. Is it worth the time? Because these are little.
They are little, but I don't think they take very long. I mean, if your hair's already done probably from the day before, it's a great idea to add it into second or third day hair, right? And you just need little tiny pieces, just a little quick 1, 2, 3. It's not like a fancy, elaborate braid by any means.
And it's not just the braid itself, as in the design or the style or the twist. It's the texture you say it brings to the hair.
Yeah, just like some element of surprise. It's great for straight hair, curly hair, just something different. And then when people are close to you, they go, oh, that's kind of fun. Yeah. Like it just pops out of nowhere. So I don't know, I like it. Like mine on my part right here.
I love how you've done it on your part,
Yeah, so I just did it on my part, and it's just a little, I did 2 right next to each other, and it's just great for like second day hair. It looks, you know, something different. And from a distance though, you probably wouldn't even see it. Right. But then when you're up close to me, you're like, oh, that's cool, I like that.
And those are the style details I appreciate the most, right? It's the lipstick color, it's the nail polish color, just those little things that leave you pulled together. We've got some cute models here showing off this trend. Let's start with Kara. Tell us what you did.
Okay, so for Kara, she's got this gorgeous long hair, you know, and it's so fun to put it in a ponytail. So it's just a traditional ponytail in the front, but then when she turns around, I've just added a few of these tiny little mini braids right through the ponytail, just for some texture, right? And it's just something different.
So what came first, the pony or the braid?
So I did the pony first, and then I just grabbed a few sections, did tiny little braids, and these ones are a little bit more polished, like they're a little more sleek, and I finished them off with a clear elastic. So if you don't like messy braids, then you can do them a little bit more polished, but it just adds something fun to her ponytail. And again, you wouldn't notice it right from the beginning, but then you're like, oh, that's cute, I like that.
Is there a number we're going for here? Too many?
I tend to do like pairs of 2s or 3s. So I did 2 braids here, I did 3 on her. One may not be enough to be noticeable, so maybe add a couple more.
And do you like them spread out throughout the pony, or do you like them all on one side?
I did them all on one side just because I think it's a little fun to be like asymmetrical again. Like I said, it's just kind of unexpected, right? It's not perfectly placed, and I did one kind of more underneath and then a couple on the top. So no matter where she's turned, she can show it off.
One more question, not that I'm like making this an interrogation, but not a lot of women have that beautiful, beautiful long hair. So what length of pony can get away with the pony micro braid?
I would say that anything that's going to be like mid-back, you could get away with it, right? And you can leave, I like to leave the ends a little bit longer with the elastic up higher. So if it's a shorter braid, maybe it's only halfway and then the longer tail, just because I think that makes it look a little more grown up, not like a little girl braid that goes all the way to the end.
Kara, you're making me miss my long hair. So pretty, so pretty. Okay, thank you. Next up we have Katie. What have you done with her hair?
Okay, so Katie, I went with like more of like a boho style, meaning that the braids are a little bit more messy and more textured, and they're tiny, they're just kind of hidden through here. But what I've done, instead of using an elastic on hers, you can see, so it's just braided about halfway down. Then I take my comb and I just like tease upwards towards the braid. And
Are you ratting?
Yeah, I'm totally ratting. But it's enough to hold the hair. You can give it a little bit of hairspray. Oh, cool. But it just like blends in with her curls, but up close you're like, oh, that's fun. That's a little bit of texture that I didn't see coming.
That's really cool. So you don't need the precision of a elastic to finish it off.
And like sometimes I'll just take the braid and I'll rough it up, go up against it, so it's like a little bit more undone, and it goes perfect with like messy, cute waves. And again, her hair's shorter, so this is a great option for her.
I was gonna say, I wanted to know if I could do it like wavy, right? And that's the perfect way to do it. That's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
All right, braid number 3. Thank you, Katie.
Okay, so this is Jade, and so for hers, I like to add, this is another fun place to add them, is kind of down behind the ear.
Oh, a little peekaboo.
So it almost, so it's again a hidden treasure, right? And I kind of feel like it almost looks like little feathers, you know?
She just called you a hidden treasure. No, that's cute.
But yeah, just like I like to, and again, I kept them messy. I just teased the ends, but I like how they kind of come down in front of her shoulder, and then the rest of her hair, I've pinned it back. So it's there, but it's not like in your face, right? And it kind of looks like feathers, don't you think?
Yes,
like,
it does.
You know, the feather earrings that kind of hang over.
A little more edgy, probably a little more youthful on this one.
Yeah. That's super fun.
Are you just doing a basic braid then, or is there any reason to vary it or mix it up?
It's a basic 3-strand braid, super easy to do. Mine's a little more complicated because it is a French braid to get it connected to the head, so a more advanced style there. But for these ones, they're all super easy. And literally, like if you're like driving in the car and you get stopped at a stoplight, add a quick braid to your hair. I'm serious, it's super fun.
This is stoplight hair at its very, very best.
Yes, super fun.
Well, I was just telling you during the commercial break, I'm committed to learn how to braid, right? Emmy's hair is just that length where I can.
Yes.
I asked Megan if I could rent one of her, what are they called?
Mannequins.
I was going to say dummies, not dummies. Mannequins to learn how to braid. Little practice, right?
It helps, especially when you got little kids because they like to move around a lot. So
I might be
so do some practice and then you'll be good.
Really fun. The micro braid, you saw it here, something any age and any style can really pull off. Hey, and you are presenting at Pinners. We want to ask you about that.
Yeah, Pinners is coming up the first weekend of November, and I'm teaching a bunch of classes. It's going to be super fun. So go to pinnersconference.com, and if you use my code, which is my last name, Moore, you get 10% off your ticket.
Your classes in Phoenix over the weekend. Huge hit.
Yeah, super fun. Just got back from the warm Arizona, so
she's the best to learn from. So details on your website too?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we'll link you over to Megan's website from our website, studio5.ksl.com. Just click there on the Style tab and you will have this tutorial and many others right there at your fingertips.